The meeting is now called to order. Can we please all stand for the flag salute? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Burke?
Here.
Mr. Sakala?
Here.
Mrs. Dye?
Here.
Mrs. Marinelli?
Here.
And Mr. Mandela?
Here. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meeting of public bodies at which any business affecting their interests is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this act, the Cedar Grove Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be advertised by having the date, time, and place thereof posted on bulletin boards in the district, published and/or transmitted to the Verona Cedar Grove Times and Star Ledger newspapers, filed with the township clerk, and posted on the district website. The meeting is open to the public for comments for items on the agenda. Seeing none, I close that portion of the meeting. Committee reports tonight? Are there any?
Our committee's happening right now. Middle school.
What's
We're
happening?
missing that one.
Oh, middle school?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, we messed them up by changing our night. Okay, I'm sure we'll get an update somehow for next, is this our, no, we have another meeting, so we can report it. Okay, moving on the agenda. This one's going to be a quick one tonight, huh?
I don't know, let's see, Frank.
From the Office of the Business Administrator and Board Secretary, under minutes, may I have a motion for B1 and B2, and that's to approve the public and executive minutes of the May 31st executive and public, I guess this is, for May 28th.
The executive session, May 28th, the executive session, May 30th, and the regular.
Oh, yeah, I forgot all these dates. Sorry. Yeah, we were busy. So it's for all those dates, May 21st, May 28th, and May 30th.
Yeah, we were, Frank.
We were constantly together.
And then it certifies that no account line has been overexpended during the month of May.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Burke?
Yes.
Mr. Sakala?
Yes.
Mrs. Dye?
Yes.
Mrs. Marinelli?
Aye.
And Mr. Mandela?
Aye. Under business, may I have a motion for B3 through B8? And that is a motion to acknowledge that the Business Administrator Board Secretary requested and has reviewed proposals received from the Lincoln Landscaping and True Green Commercial for field fertilization and weed control. And this is for the high school, the middle school, south end, and north end. It's also a motion to approve the one-year contract between Cedar Grove Board of Education and New Jersey Wild Geese Control. It's a motion to acknowledge that the Business Administrator Board Secretary requested and has reviewed proposals received from Handy Lift Incorporated for one Express 2 wheelchair lift and installation at Cedar Grove High School at the cost not to exceed $22,500. It's a motion to approve the special education settlement agreement for the student number as listed. It's a motion to accept the $2,000 donation from Cedar Grove Music Matters to be used toward the purchase of one Yamaha digital piano for the Cedar Grove High School auditorium. And B8 is a motion to resolve that the Cedar Grove Board of Education approves a settlement agreement and mutual release by and between the Cedar Grove Board of Education and Washington Academy. May I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Burke?
Yes.
Mr. Sakala?
Yes.
Mrs. Dye?
Yes.
Mrs. Marinelli?
Aye.
And Mr. Mandela?
Aye. Under Office of the Superintendent, under Personnel, may I have a motion for S1 through S9? And that's a motion to approve Elizabeth Trowlis as a full-time high school teacher for .5 Italian teacher for the steps as listed, and a .5 permanent sub for the steps that listed. Motion to rescind the appointment of Christina Nicastro as assistant girls volleyball coach at step 2. A motion to approve Christina Nicastro, girls varsity volleyball coach, step 2 at the high school. Motion to approve Peter O'Hanian, girls varsity tennis coach at step 1 as listed. Motion to reimburse the following school-based volunteers for fingerprinting. Motion to approve the following school volunteers as listed. It's a motion to approve payment to the following staff as listed. And S8, it's a motion to authorize the attendance at the events as listed. And S9 is a motion to approve the students for classroom observation as listed. May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Can we table S3 for this meeting? I'd like to have further discussion. Sorry to do that. I just saw this. I looked at the agenda closer, and I'd like to table S3 till next meeting.
Oh, what about S2?
Yes, I would like to I guess S2 and S3 are related, so I'd like to table that if it's okay with the other board members?
Sure.
Okay. So, any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Okay, Mrs. Burke?
Yes.
Mr. Sakala?
Yes.
Mrs. Dye?
Yes.
Mrs. Marinelli?
Aye.
And Mr. Mandela?
Aye.
Okay, so I just want to confirm it's items S1 and S4 through S9.
Correct. Thanks for the clarification. Under curriculum, or under contracts, I'm sorry, may I have a motion for S10 and S11? And that's a motion to rescind the item number S9 from the April 16th regular meeting agenda, approving the parent contract for student as listed. And then S11 is a motion to approve the contracts as listed for special services for the 2013-2014 school year.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Burke?
Yes.
Mr. Sakala?
Yes.
Mrs. Dye?
Yes.
Mrs. Marinelli?
Aye.
And Mr. Mandela?
Aye. The meeting is open to the public for comments on the agenda. I mean, on or off the agenda, sorry. Anyone wishing to be heard? Nope. Okay, I closed that portion of the meeting. Future meeting announcements, here, June 8th will be our last session, June 18th will be our last session for the year. Here, 7 p.m. will be our executive session, 8 p.m. will be our regular meeting, and then we will resume starting August 27th here at North End, 7 p.m. executive, 8 p.m. regular. May I have a motion to adjourn into executive session to discuss a personnel matter for superintendent search? Public release of the information will occur upon completion of the matter.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Burke?
Yes.
Mr. Sakala?
Yes.
Mrs. Dye?
Yes.
Mrs. Marinelli?
Aye.
Mr. Mandela?
Aye.